IVRL 1 profile.
I hope so.
Okay.
Round start.
How do I check the profile? Do I need to stop? Oh,
It's at the top. No, you don't need to stop it. You just see at the top.
Yeah, profile IVRL.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop pre-show? Will it just stop pre-show?
to us?
I don't know. Why to scroll? Oh.
I'm gonna write it down. Hold on. Let me find my fucking pen and paper. Oh, where'd it go? Where's my pen and paper? No! Okay, I have my pen. Now where's my paper? Oh, it's too far away. I don't know how this game works.
Hello and welcome, Vailians, to week 2 of the July Joust on the run-up to the Miami Major in Vail, baby. Joining me for this amazing, no doubt, Joust is Trip.
What's up, everybody?
What up? Okay, we're going straight into the first round, pistols only. As the Colonists versus the Rahab.
Get ready.
You can see the Solaris versus BossFight, starting as the Colonists. Looking like they're preferring a B push. BossFight, first one to lose someone. T taking down Thrywin. Army looking for Scooby. Find Scooby. Sai finding Omi with a great grenade. Atlas coming in, finding Sai on the B site. BossFight now scrambling to fall back to the B site. 4 versus 2. Solaris putting in the scan on the artifact. Now, BossFight have about 40 seconds to get here and disable this uplink of the scan. However, T shutting down Lonely Viper and Solaris taking round 1 very easily.
A very quick round.
They always are, baby. Like 2 minutes max, unless the scan starts, which adds another 45 seconds on if you are at 0 o'clock. So Legil of BossFight playing as Rahab right now, moving to A site in a defensive posture as, once again, Solaris looking like they are taking an aggressive push on B site. Scooby down, Thrywin down. Smoke's going out to cover the cross side, picking up Atlas with a grenade. 4 versus 3 in the Colonists' favor at the moment. Side taking down T. 24 great rounds on Viper though. Vis, Omi. Slowly pushing up to the side. Little side finds Omi. Great shot on Little Sayonara. They're covering Vis. Now the Colonists putting in the code. Which basically means they have to hold the scanner over the artifact. And then the yellow ball goes to the pink ball, and you have to keep doing that until you get all 5 balls. Now, if you touch any of the other balls while you're doing it, or orbs, should I say? It sounds more professional if I say orbs. Trip, don't you think? It resets.
I would have used the word fondle.
Yes, and I regret that I didn't.
Starting.
Solaris 2-0 up, showing dominance early on. T opting to take a center route through the warehouse. Still opting, again, that word, for a B-side push. 24 Grave finding Little Sai with an amazing opening grenade. Wow, look at this 5-man push up the short side of Site B. Scooby-Doo has no idea what's in for him right now. Wow, he comes out, finds Atlas, but with 3 other guns trained on him, he goes down quickly. Thrywin rounding. Takes down 2 with double headshot. Takes down Vis as well with a triple. Omi on his 6, so Thrywin doesn't realize he's dead. And he is dead now. Omi now. Pushing up on the objective. B. Scan artifact. Site B. Does he have the puck? Or is it on one of the dead bodies? Omi now holding for time. As it is a 1 versus 1 versus Legil. Legil not choosing to charge in. The scan of the artifact from the Colonists has yet to begin, so Legil has time. And there we can see the puck on the floor. You can tell from the blue laser that's poking up. Legil hears the footsteps, rounds. Omi comes out firing. Legil takes him down, bringing in BossFight the first round against Solaris. Great attack from Solaris. Amazing turnaround by Thrywin. It is.
Round starting.
Apology for the silence there. T picking up Thrywin in the early pick. Thrywin last round getting 3 kills early off. Colonists surrounding T, looking on the long line. With a Mark 18, long-range preferred. Omi taking down Lagill and revenge kill for last time. Scooby-Doo and T trading out. Viper getting taken down by Omi, leaving just little Sayonara left on the defending Rehab side. Artifact scan yet to go in. Omi putting down fire on little Sayonara. Little Sayonara, smooth reload. So many lasers trained on him though. Little Sayonara going down as Solaris takes round number 4. As they increase their lead. BossFight trying to hold site B, but Solaris going to site A for a change. Looks like BossFight opting for a 2-2-1 split. Frywin holding the middle there again, pushing on the B side. Frywin looking for that early pickup. Shots ringing out. He gets taken down by T. He pushes out. Outside pushing out an early grenade. Scooby getting taken down by Vis and Omi. Leaving only little Sayonara left on the site B side, running on T. T finds little Sayonara. BossFight in disarray again as Lagill and Viper collapse in. Gray killing himself. T finding Lagill. The scan started by Vis on B site artifact. This gives 45 seconds for Viper to try and push in and do something. Now, just a reminder, viewers, if he takes out all of the attackers, it doesn't make any difference. He still needs to disable that scan. Omi hearing the double Mark 18 rounds the corner, riddles Viper with shots. As Solaris just continuing to stamp their dominance on BossFight right now.
Round starting.
Again, this July Joust. It's a friendly. Preparation for the Miami Vail Major. Lots of lasers scanning across Frywin's line right now. He holds the center by himself. So important to hold this area. Omi finding Scooby-Doo again on a very long line. BossFight just not able to hold those early defenses. Early pickups again and again. Side seeing T, rounds on him, gets the shot. Now Vis and Omi pushing up. Frywin picks up Vis. The shots on Omi. Omi looking for the revenge kill. Can't find it. Frywin finding Omi, but Atlas finding Frywin with 3 defenders versus just 1 attacker as they have a drop. Atlas now the sole colonist. Does he have the puck? Can he get a scan going on the artifact? Looks like he does indeed have the puck. Let's see what he can do. He's got 44 seconds left on the clock. Now, reminder. In Vail, you have 2 sites. A and B. Now, you can see from the minimap that most of BossFight players are arrayed around Site B. Atlas, with the puck pushing on Site A, with it only has 1 defender. Now, if he's able to put that defender down, he has a chance. He gets seen, though. Lagill taking 2nd point for BossFight.
It looks like the predictions are closed for map number 1. It looks like Solaris is heavily favored.
And rightly so at the moment. Scooby pushing up side A as BossFight look to collapse. Realizing that the push is coming to side A. Lagill, the sole defender on the actual site. Multiple shots ringing on him. Look at the attackers. Colonists surrounding Lagill. Lagill with no chance there. Flank comes in. Scooby picking up Atlas. The scan has started. That gives 45 seconds for the defenders to shut down the scan of the artifact. Now this is where it swaps around. Now we have the attackers becoming the defenders and the defenders becoming the attackers as they are forced to push in. Omi finding Scooby, finding little Sayonara. Great plays by him. I believe Omi isn't a Solaris member, but he is reserving from tonight, and he is a very, very capable player, as we can tell.
Oh, I thought he was on the team.
I could
Let me
be
take
wrong.
a look at the rosters real quick.
BossFight opting for a 2-2-1 split, as they are right to do so, as they don't know where the attacks are going to come for. However, Solaris always with the full aggression on one side, finding Scooby-Doo on the early pick. Scooby again and again getting early picked up on this angle.
Omi is Georgie.
Ah, I see, okay. BossFight. The early rotation, Legil. Great grenade into the middle of them. Another grenade from Ilsanara finding Omi. That leaves Atlas and Tia both going to be on low health now as blind fires through the smokes. Tactical smokes to allow them to cross. Also means that they can't see the defenders. Legil finding T. Atlas finding Legil though. Atlas, I believe, the sole attacker remaining. Viper and Atlas trading out. Does BossFight get the 3rd point? We see here the kill spreads at the moment. Ilsanara on 6, Thrywen on 6, Legil on 4, Scooby on 4, Viper trailing on only 1. Meanwhile, on the attacking team, Solaris, Omi on 12, T on 12, Atlas on 4, and Vij on 2. Omi and T proving their abilities these opening rounds. 24 Gay, the 5th member of the team, rejoining now. BossFight. Not quite doing a 2-2-1 spread this time. We've got a line across the map. Thrywen picking up T. Omi getting the refrag. Grenades being traded across the board. Smoke, tactical smokes in the center. Blind the defenders so that the colonists can move in. It's 4 versus 3 at the moment, though. All 3 colonists holding, waiting, listening for footsteps, listening for that tactical advantage. Patience could pay off here, as it does. Legil comes around on a flank. He's hurt and taken down, bringing it to 3 versus 3. The defenders holding, but now we can see the attackers' colonists moving to site A. Do they have the puck? They do. Viz with the puck. Atlas and Omi pushing out. The defenders in completely the wrong location. Scooby getting long-range shots out. Failing to connect. Viper pushing out. Scooby finding Viz. Atlas and Omi looking for Viper. Scooby picks up Atlas. It's down to Omi, and Omi taken down by Scooby-Doo. BossFight taking another point, but now, finally, Rhea, Solaris have the full 5 players.
Round starting.
Close game, ladies and gentlemen. 5 points to Solaris, 4 points to BossFight. Again, Solaris pushing 5 people towards B as they pick up Thrywen on an early pick. Scooby-Doo on the pick that keeps getting him killed. Smokes and nades getting traded. Sai finding T in the mid-range. Looks like Sai's going to be coming on a flank. They're ready for him, though. Atlas pushing back. Ready for it. Sai, a seasoned VR player, though, not rushing in. Sai finding Atlas. Viz now pushing back. They're looking for Sai. They're sniffing him out. They realize that the flank is coming. Sai finds his 24 Gray, finding Scooby-Doo, though, and it's a 3 versus 2 situation. Gray finding Viper. Omi finding Sayonara, and it twists back around for Solaris, and now it's a 2 versus 1 for the attackers. Gale now and back against the wall. He is the sole defender against 2 very aggressive, very capable attackers. What weapon are we using there, Legil? He looks like he has the AC9 Pro, the UMP. A very, very good CQB weapon. It's exactly what he needs in this scenario. Omi holding the mid-ground again with a Mark 18, the more long-range gun. Very capable. But AC9 Pro definitely has the advantage in a close-range fight. 24 Gray now going on the long, long loop round. Great tactical move by Gray. He's going to get a scan of the artifact in. Legil is nowhere near it, and Legil will have to cross an aggressive line to get there. Legil's got a long way to travel, and Omi is just waiting for the cross. He sees Legil. He fails to get the shots. He's going to be charging in behind him. No, he's reloading first. Legil's time running out, though. Doesn't find Gray. Gray defending the scan successfully, taking down Legil.
We're switching sides.
All right. And we're at the 10-point switcheroo. As BossFight now become the aggressors, the colonists, seeking those colonist scans, and pistol only round. Now I always struggle with pistols. Just cannot land my shots with those pistols. Some of these guys, so capable, insta headshots. Looks like BossFight doing a spread push. One of BossFight players, Scooby-Doo, looking like he's going to fake out a push on site B, while the real push is coming to site A. Scooby-Doo rounding with his pistol, getting some long-range pistol shots, doesn't manage to get the kill. Meanwhile, the rest of BossFight pushing through A. T finding Thrywin. Scooby finding Omi. T finding a little Sayonara. It's a 4 versus 3 situation. McGill trading shots with Atlas, as is Viper. Smoke comes out. Gil finds Gray. Atlas rounding on LaGill. Flank comes in from T as he finds all of them. Finds Viper, finds the kill, and Viz picking up Scooby. Great back and forth there. Solaris now on 7 points versus BossFight 4. Both teams still showing equal skill. Obviously Solaris with the advantage at the moment. For a third-person view, save my fingers some trouble. T finding Thrywin, LaGill. Many nades dropping on him. T finding LaGill on a flank through the middle, and T falling back after disrupting the center attack. Sai and T trading shots. T final Sayonara. T on a tear right now. Scooby finding Omi on the B side. Viz finding Scooby with a very good grenade. Just the lonely Viper remaining at the moment. Solaris defense looking very dominant. 24 Gray and Atlas holding the A site. B site defense pushed out. What can Viper bring to the table? Back against the wall. Trades out with Viz, but it's not enough. 3 remaining defenders. Rayab hold against BossFight's onslaught.
Round starting.
BossFight looking like they're opting for a B push this time. Still sending a couple of players A just to cause some ruckus. Viper with some long-range nades. Omi with 2 early picks, 2 headshots. LaGill and Scooby taken down. Wow, through the smoke, Atlas finding Thrywin. Just Viper and Lonely Sayonara now. Lonely Sayonara? Well, Sayonara, Viper killed through the smoke. How is that possible? An amazing shot from T there. T absolutely cleaning up right now.
Round loss.
Atlas finding a little Sayonara. 9-4, Solaris. 2 points away from taking the map.
Round starting.
What can BossFight bring to the table? Looking at the kill spreads now. T on a tear with 21 kills. Omi with 16. Atlas, Fizz, and Gray lagging a little behind. Viper on only 2 kills. Otherwise an even spread on BossFight as they opt for a heavy B push once again. But will Omi shut it down just as he did last time? Early nades going out. Little Sai finding T in the middle ground. Scooby taken down by Omi. As the gap in the smokes allows Omi to get a long-range shot. He's got more long-range shot capability. Bullets ringing down. Only Viper, Thrywin, LaGill. Trying to make some headway on this push. Smoke still going out. Omi finds LaGill. Finds Thrywin. As there was no smoke coverage, which meant they had to look down the long range. At Gray pushing up little Sayonara now on the short push to B. All hope rests with Sai on this round for BossFight. A Solaris defense now pushing up. Sai trading bullets. Does he have the puck? Can he do a switch around to A site? No, he can't. He's stuck in a situation where he has to go aggressive. Here's the footsteps, comes round, takes down little Sayonara. Solaris 1 point away from taking map 1. against BossFight. Against the beleaguered BossFight now, who have not scored a point in a while. Solaris looking
Round
deadly.
starting. Get ready.
No breathers between rounds. Straight in each round as we go. BossFight doing a 3-2 split. Grenade perfectly above them. Not sure how much damage it would have caused. Sai in the smoke. Omi again finding Scoopy on that long angle. Omi just murdering anyone who dares come in this area. Legil moving on to a grenade that would have hurt him a lot. Omi finding Legil. Omi just doing so well in this opening map. 3 remaining BossFight attackers. Colonists down to 2 now with T pushing in. Atlas pushing in. Viper and Little Sayonara, the last hopes for BossFight on this map. Viper comes around firing. 2 sets of guns. Atlas and T both now suppressing the corner. Little Sai finds T. 24 Grey now pushing on Little Sayonara's back. Sai hears him coming. Comes around firing, takes down Grey, but Vish is there. Wow, amazing opening round from Solaris there.
Use this time to warm up.
Wow, straight in we go. To map 2. As they warm up, let's go to the scoreboards. 11-4 for Solaris.
So we're going straight into Kitty.
Straight in, baby. It's like Thrywin leaving the game, Scooby leaving the game. Are we going to see a swap of some players? Or is the lobby dead?
Might be a rehost.
It could be a warm-up. Could be a rehost. I think it's just me and you in here at the moment. So, I'm going to cut to intermission as we find the lobby and rejoin. Bear with us, Phalians. The battle continues.
Use this time.
Hello and welcome to Vail, July Joust, boss fight versus Solaris. Solaris taking a very, very convincing map 1 on Suna against boss fight there. Their attacks are on point, the defenses were on point. Boss fight struggling to answer. Can they turn things around on map 2, Kitty? What do you think, Trip?
You know, I don't know. Kitty, it's so variable. Like, I feel like out of the 3 maps, right? Suna, people have put a lot of time into Suna. I don't know if they put as much time into Kitty as they do into Suna.
You're probably right. I mean, Suna is, you know, definitely the map you see played most by all teams. But I mean, Kitty's got a lot of set defenses, set attacks. I've played quite a few scrims myself now, and I can say that these are the 2 main maps that people tend to play: Kitty and Suna. So I don't know. I think boss fight will have something up the sleeves for this, but again, so will Solaris. Obviously, Solaris taking a very convincing map 1, and they were down on 4 players for a lot of that, at least 4 of those rounds. So I don't know. Solaris definitely showing dominance. I don't know. You know, Kitty will change it up. It's a lot more CQB.
Right, it's close range, right? Yeah.
A lot less long angles. The colonists have a harder job, I'd say, pushing in because there's so many angles that the defenders can hold to do very cheeky defenses. But that said, it's not a straightforward job. You know, once you're transitioning, if the colonists are able to take point A or point B, it's not a straightforward job to switch your defense around because there's so many angles that the colonists can hide and ambush Rayab as they collapse onto the attacking points, whichever point's being scanned. It's very easy to shut that down.
Just looking at the server browser, trying to see if this game is up.
It's there. We just can't join it just yet. Stay patient with us, viewers. Fellow Vailians? I don't know. Well, I'll work on something. Next time I cast, I promise you.
Workshop it. Yeah.
Workshop it. We'll put a thing.
It does look like 66% of the chat voted for Solaris to take map 1, and they did get that. So it looks like they got a good payout. Made back 1.5 points.
Looks like the map might have started. So let's try and jump in there. Bear with us as we try and bring you the match as it happens.
It's a big negative for me, boss man.
Big negative for me also. It's going to cut to an intermission as we try and resolve these teething issues. Bear with us as we do our best. right, we are not back, I'm afraid. Trip and I still struggling to join the lobby and see what I can only imagine is the best game that has ever happened, ever. I mean, Vail is an amazing game, stylistically, play, and map design. It's just a shame that right now we're being taunted by the fact we can't join and see what's happening.
Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about Vail. What's your favorite map? What's your favorite gun? Let's hear from chat. Let's see what is your favorite gun, Radar?
Dude, I love the Vector. It's like a beam rifle. It's like a short range beam rifle. It's freaking awesome. But like I'm more of a medium range player. Like I don't do great in CQB, but man, the Vector is definitely my favorite gun, regardless of whether it suits my playstyle or not. It's most definitely my favorite gun. Like obviously the Pro, the AC9 Pro is a fantastic weapon. Like it's better than the Vector at like mid range, but at CQB it's not quite so good. Then you got the Mark 18, which is the gun I end up using all the time. Like regardless of, well, almost regardless. If I'm on Kitty, I'll always use the Vector. But every other map, I tend to stick to the Mark 18 just because I want to be that variable range guy. And my favorite map, I guess, is the technicalities of it. I actually like Suna, I guess, because it's a very tactical map. I like Kitty visually though. Like I love the artistic design and like the profile of Kitty. I think it's a fantastic looking map. And what about you, sir?
Well, I run the Pro pretty much everywhere. I like it. You know, you can use it long range. You just got to be a better shot, right? It's all about how good you are at aiming.
Wow, are you trying to say, sir? Are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, in the words of the children, get good, scrub.
Wow, it's just hurtful. It's just hurtful, and there's no need. Bad man.
For maps though, I really like Kitty.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
What do you like about it?
I don't really know why. I just do.
Yeah.
I do well on it. I like maps that I can move around and be sneaky and, you know, just come out of nowhere. Just get a kill and run away, you know, good rotations. If you know the map well, you can just like guerrilla warfare your way through it, right?
Yep.
And I really like doing that.
Right. And that's what I like about all of these maps. They are designed in such a way that it's possible to do like a straight up rotation. Like you can be under a lot of pressure, but you can straight up rotate. You can like fake out the enemies. You can get a good flank going on. You're not locked in. There's very few places on any of the maps, on Cine, Kuda, Kitty Mar, Suna, Kitty Mar, sorry, that you are fully locked into your push. You can almost always find a way out and do complete map rotation. Sure, it's only 2-minute rounds. However, that's what I like about all of the maps, and I love the stylistic design that Vail brings to the table. Like I love that, like the colonist look. I kind of like how Rhea look as well, but like the colonists look so damn good. And the maps, I just love the design of the maps. I love the art style behind it all.
Yeah, the art style is great, and the creative artistic team over at Axe Lab, man, they are so good. They just keep churning out new content and redoing things, making things look better and better every time. And even, you know, just making the maps perform better is more of the art department than anyone, right? They got to make them look good. They got to reduce the technical terms, the vertices.
Gotta keep those
polys down. Yeah. You want to have good LOD and all that fun stuff. So they do a really good job, and they mesh really well with their programming team. I mean, just listen to these guys talk when they just go on and on about like how they made the performance better. And I know everyone that's playing has seen it get better, right?
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I remember when I've tried before, sometimes I wouldn't be able to even hit 90, and now it runs smooth as butter most of the time. But they're pushing updates like every day, so you know it could get worse before it gets better. But it's always on an upward trajectory, which is good.
Absolutely, it's one of those. Every time I play Vail, I want to play more of it afterwards. Like I put it down, I'm like I'm gonna go play a pancake game. And I put my headset back on and play another round. I think I'm just gonna join a map and play another round. You know, like it's the thing I like about it as well. When you jump into TDM or you know just the artifact mode as well, like the 2-minute rounds mean that like you can go out of it in artifact. You don't respawn obviously, but you're back in it pretty quickly. You know, there's almost no turnaround time, so you're in the action. And like on the maps as well, like you can, if you want to be, you can be in the action in a matter of like 10-15 seconds. And you know, for me, that's awesome because I'm so good at the game that like I'm in there and I'm killing everyone. But in reality, what's really happening is I'm in there and I'm instantly dead. The fiction, the version in my head is I get in there and wipe out the enemy team. But the reality is that I'm probably face down and someone else is picking up my guns as a trophy.
Yeah, really, you should just hand them off at the start, right? Just give someone else that ability. Like, I know Viper loves to dual wield, so just give him 2 guns and you just go hide in a corner.
Listen, on the pistol rounds, I legit offer my pistol. I'm like, look, I'm so bad at the pistol rounds. Someone take my pistol and just go in there akimbo.
John Wick it up.
Yeah, John Wick it up, because you're gonna do a better job with these 2 than I am with 1. You know, you like just, and I'll just give me a grenade. I'll just throw the grenades at them. I'll be there. I'll provide the artillery. You go, and that's the other thing I love about it as well. The flashes are very effective. The smokes are absolutely necessary for attacking teams to make long crosses and completely shut down sight lines. And then of course the grenades are just deadly. You know, in the right hands, the like that's one thing about Kitty that I really love is that. For the, you know, when you're attacking the Rayab, there's almost nowhere to hide from grenades. You know, if people can pinpoint your location and rain those nades in, there is nowhere to hide. Unlike on the other maps, there's a bit more indoors, there's a bit more cover covering you from artillery strikes. But if you can practice your nades on Kitty, you can get so deadly with those artillery strikes.
Yeah, those airstrikes, man. Airstrikes are the way to go.
Yep, absolutely. I kind of want them to implement some kind of like internal tracking camera, which just aims down and has like a green, like, you know, like a missile coming in type view.
They just need a grenade follow cam, right? Like if someone yeets a nade, it should just like track it like a missile view in a flight sim, right?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
If it leaves the player's hand, just follow that grenade and just watch it just go and blow someone up.
Unless it's me, because like once again, I'll probably just drop that grenade at my feet by accident or bounce it off a wall back into myself. It happens. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
I do like the throwing though. I feel like the throwing in Vail feels really good.
Oh yeah, it's very tactile. Like it goes where like when I yeet it, when I throw it far, it goes far. When I just do a little gentle underarm, it goes exactly where I want it to go. Like it's very responsive. Like compared to other FPS virtual reality games, I feel like they've nailed the weight and the, you know, the accelerometer, etc. Like it doesn't matter what device you're using, it just feels right. Goes where I
feel like I might be a little loud on the cast. Maybe you need to turn me down a bit.
All right. Listen, I never want to turn you down, Trip. That's a problem. You know, like I never.
Turn me down in Discord.
I want to turn you down. All right, I'll turn you down. Get out of here.
I want to be able to listen to myself talk in a 2-minute delay.
All right, in 2 minutes' time, we'll find out if your volume is correct. Meanwhile, I'm still sitting here every 3 seconds entering that password in the vain hope that it'll work. I know full well that it won't, but
at some point it'll work. I believe in you.
Trying. So I don't know if we just
That's
haven't
how you
been
got
given.
Married.
Right? I just kept asking until I just broke down my wife's defenses to the point where she's like, all right,
exactly.
G, will you stop asking? Fine, we'll get married. Yeah, no, I don't know if we've been given the wrong password or there's an issue with caster joining. It worked fine on the first map. We're just unlucky that it hasn't worked on this map. And you can tell that it's a close game because it's not over. Like that's another thing. Like if one team dominates because they're only 2-minute rounds, theoretically it could be done in like 20 minutes, maybe even less. And this map's been going on for a good half an hour, so you know that it's not a one-sided battle, or at least I'm assuming it's not a one-sided battle.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a back and forth.
I don't know. Solaris were definitely destroying BossFight. I mean, yeah, fine. BossFight put 4 points on the board, but outside of those 4 rounds, boss fight didn't come that close. Like, it was never like a 1 versus 1, or very rarely a 1 versus 1 or anything like that. It was always like 3 Solaris left alive, or 2 Solaris minimum left alive against the boss fight, you know, the last boss fight player. Not to say boss fight didn't have opportunities, didn't show promise, but I'm just saying on that opening map, Solaris were unequivocally the dominating force. You know, sometimes you could have like a point difference, and you could have like one team that wins 11-0, but that might not reflect how close the game actually was. You know, every round might have come down to a 1 versus 1, you never know. But in that one, even though it was 11-4, in my mind's eye, Solaris were definitely the stronger of the two teams in that situation on Suna. Sorry, not Kitty. So, for those who don't know much about Vail, you have the Defenders Rayab, guys dressed in grey, dark colors, and then you have the Colonists in cool as hell, kind of white, light grey tones, but I'm gonna go with more white.
It's more white. It's like the raised with wolves, white paladin. You know, that kind of vibe.
Yep. I got a lot of time for it. And they are the colonists, and they are trying to scan artifacts on Earth from the culprit dogs at our Rayab. And there's always 2 capture points, which means that it gives the attackers a lot of flexibility on how they want to approach. There's only 1 puck. When you get to the artifact, you gotta get the puck out within a very close range of the artifact, and then you have to guide the balls. You have to fondle the you have to
there you
guide.
Go. That's the correct word. Fondle.
Yep. You have to guide the orbs in a set pattern. Now, the problem is that these orbs are moving around, which does not make it straightforward. And you can accidentally hit the wrong orb, which resets the input. So you have to start again. Once you're input, it doesn't matter if all of the attackers are wiped out, all of the colonists are wiped out. The Rayab players have to then disable by getting close enough and holding a disabled puck for I believe 10 seconds to disable the uplink of the scan. So that changes things.
45 seconds, right?
That's right. So it doesn't matter if the time runs out.
Get to it, yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's like 1 second left on the clock. If the colonists get the scan starting, that then makes the clock irrelevant. The moment the scan starts, everything else is irrelevant. You've got to get that scan and stop it. If you stop the scan and there's still attackers alive, the defenders win. Doesn't matter if the attacker's alive. Once that scan starts, that's the only thing that matters. And what that does is switches the game around. You know, from the colonists being the attackers, then become the defenders. They're defending the site from the Rayab, trying to retake the site and disable the scan. So adds a lot of flexibility, adds a lot of, you know, toing and froing. Means you can lead the defending team into think you're attacking one site, but actually do a complete map twist and attack a different site. You know, they might be all collapsing to point A because you're attacking point A, and then you can just fall back and attack point B, having done a complete map rotate. And things like that. It gives a lot of tactical flexibility.
Yeah, and you could even do things like you could set up you want to pick off the team as they're rotating to go stop that cap, right? You don't even need to engage. You could just hang out like in between, and when they all start running back, you know, the footsteps in this game are pretty accurate. You'll be able to hear them coming, and then you can pick them off as they're moving.
Yep.
You know, my favorite guerrilla warfare style. And,
I mean, that's the thing. When you're a Rayab and you're trying to get to stop the scan, and you're like, sugar, I need to make best possible speed. But if I just straight up run, A, you know, I'm gonna get picked off because I'm running in the open. But B, people are gonna hear me coming, and the audio in this is so accurate. The number of times I'm like, how did they possibly know I was there? And you know, the audio is that accurate that people come out pre-firing me at like a good 30 to 40, well, no, about 20 meter distance. Like when I'm tucked into a corner, I'm like, how did they know I'm there? And it's just because they can hear the audio, they can pinpoint, and obviously they're thinking, right, I'm against a good player, so they're not just going to be in the open, they're going to be tucked into, you know, that crevice that I know about, so they're going to come out and fire at that crevice because that's the you know, they heard the audio in that area, and you know, they respect me, I assume, as a player, so they're not just expecting me to be in the open, they're expecting me to take the most tactical angle. So that's one of those things, you know, players practicing again and again can really, really work out almost everything about a player's location based on the sound that they're hearing and the area in which they're hearing it. Of course, people can play with that. They can make a lot of noise and then move incredibly slowly and like cut that noise out, so that someone might come out thinking someone's holding an angle where really you've sped into location making noise and then slowly crept away from that location.
And the utility also makes noise, right? You can hear grenades like clinking around and things like that.
You can hear them when they're prepped. You know, someone takes a grenade and like presses the trigger button. You know that it's going to be that player is
Cooking
vulnerable
Yep.
at that moment. And one thing I like about the smokes as well is when you go through the smokes, you hear the coughing, which kind of like, right, someone's in that smoke, so you just start spraying into that smoke. All right, looks like the map might be over. It's starting to empty out now. Hopefully, for map 3, we'll be able to join it. So I'm gonna cut to a intermission and cross my fingers that we're gonna be capable of bringing you what will no doubt be an amazing matchup between two amazing teams, Solaris and BossFight, in Vail Summer Joust in the road to the Miami Major. All right, and we are going into Ma, ladies and gentlemen. As the players are just warming up, we figured out how to do this right. Apparently, boss fight 1, map 2, 11 to 10. I mean, that's such a shame that we missed that because, like, you don't get closer than that, right? That's it. I was like, that's the closest you can possibly be. 11 to 10. All right. So we go into round 1, map 3, Solaris versus boss fight. Lasers on. You can see the colonists are Solaris, the attackers, pistol-only round. Now, Mar is the biggest map available at the moment that's played. Like, it's a huge map. Lots of long angles, but opportunities for CKB as well. Looks like Solaris are opting for the A site as Arch falls down and dies in lava. Little Sign are catching Viz with a... Sai coming out with a kill and taking down Omi and Atlas. T rounding on him now. T punishing little Sayonara. The boss fight defenders crash on the A site.
Did we explain the pistol rounds to the folks at home?
I believe so, yeah. It starts off pistol-only round. The opening round is always a pistol-only round, even when they swap teams. So we see here now, Thrywin versus 24 Grey, exchanging pistol shots. There's still a Scooby-Doo somewhere out there. So there is another defender who's holding at the back somewhere, maybe looking for a cross. I think that Scooby-Doo, if I was to go over there, he's defending the puck. So that's one thing we haven't explained, is that if the attackers drop the puck, the defenders can then camp the puck. There you see, the puck is on the floor. They cannot win while there's... Scooby-Doo doing exactly the right thing, defending the pucks, punishing 24 Grey as he comes back to try and pick it up. Scooby grabbing round 1, map 3 for boss fight.
You can't pick up the puck, though, as a defender.
The defender, you cannot pick it up. No, but you can.
Can't be like, this is mine, and just run away with it.
Run away with this and hide it over here in this corner. No. See the defenders. Now, the problem for the defenders on this map is that it's such a big map that if they push heavy on one side, the defenders crashing back can be almost an impossibility. And if they push heavy 5 against 2, Scooby now looking for Omi. Omi steps up in front of Scooby, takes him down immediately with a headshot. Viper taking down Omi. 24 Grey final Sayonara Arch looking for any players crossing his line of sight. He doesn't realize there's 2 above him. He sees him, gives away his position. 24 Grey looking for Archer. Sees him, shots traded. Grey finding Archer's head with bullets, leaving 2 defenders against 4 attackers. 24 Grey finds Vis. Wow, what a grenade from Vis on Viper.
Round loss.
Very, very convincing round 2 from Solaris. I love VR. You can just see that right now these guys are talking to each other. Like, just the body language, they're looking at each other, talking about, like, tactics and stuff. Omi now, always want to watch. Early grenades coming out. Omi not on location. Looking for a cross-section. He's looking for any movement from defenders.
Atlas does have the puck, just so we know who's got it.
Omi trading shots for Scooby-Doo. Mortal enemies. Archer finding T, T finding Archer, Atlas finding little Sayonara. 24 Grey trying to get Viper, Viper finding Grey. And we see on this map there are zip lines. These are green lines, sorry, Scooby finding Omi. The Nemesis finding each other. We have these zip lines, which zip them across. You can hear the zip. Vis and Atlas finding Thrywin and Scooby, leaving 1 defender against 2 attackers, I believe. Viper, the lone defender now. The lonely Viper, the lone defender. Defending the A site. Anyway, with these zip lines, they zip across. You can choose to let go at any moment. But when you see this thing is missing, you know someone's on the zip line. So that can lead you to do some tactical moves, knowing that there's going to be someone in use of it right now. And if you know it's not a teammate, you can ambush the zipper as they go zippity-doo-dah. Viper holding this site, but I've got to feel like the attack is coming from Atlas. He's got the puck. He's gone to a completely different side of the map. And sure enough, Viper is holding the wrong location, not realizing the attack has twisted around onto the other side of the map. As the scan begins, Viper's got his work cut out for him. He's got a long way to cross. Viz looking for the kill. Smoke comes out from Viper as he tries to fool Viz. Viper going down a zip line as we speak. Viz looking for Viper. Viper's running out of time. Takes shots taken onto him. Time's still running out. Viper needs to be aware that he's got about 20 seconds left to get in. Well, about 5 seconds. He sees Viz, misses a shot. Atlas misses a shot. Comes round. Misses more shots. Gets shot in the front by Atlas. Great defense there. Great effort by Viper. If he'd landed those shots on Atlas, there was a small chance he could have disabled the scan before the scan finished.
Yeah, you could see that map knowledge from Viz though. He was waiting. He knew exactly where Viper was going to come out on all those crosses.
It's a big map, so you know they'd be doing the homework. They know what areas lead to what. Spread out attack from Solaris, choosing mostly the early shots. Scooby finding Omi and a long shot up to the top. Looks like the attack is definitely coming for the B side though. The attackers, the colonists, really trying to sniff out any defenders. It's going to be T. Frywin and T. Scooby finding T, though. Scooby coming on a sweep in from the communications room. Dodges some shots from up the stairs. Comes back looking for that refire. A laser above him, though, showing that someone is looking ready for them from upstairs. Frywin and Scooby holding sight successfully right now. 24 Gray sneaking around.
Dropped his weapon. I'm not sure what he's doing. Looks like he's having some technical difficulties.
Viz still with 24 Gray finding Viper on the rotate. Viz now with the puck, choosing to rotate round to A site, possibly. Yep, Viz deciding to leave this attack. Great move from Viz. Is there any defender still over? Yes, there is still a single defender. Scooby-Doo finding Atlas. Irrelevant, though, as little Sayonara, the sole defender on this site. Great play from BossFight, because unless a team would just assume the attack is at B site and send everyone there, BossFight choosing to leave a defender, Thrywin, leaving the game, as you said, having some technical difficulties. Archer and little Sayonara. They see the puck handler, Viz, looking to put the scan in. 24 Gray now, 8 seconds left on the clock. He's got to get the kills or get the scan. Sayonara and Gray trade out, giving the map round 4 to BossFight. 2-2. What a game! Vail, baby! Sorry, getting excited.
Round starting.
It does look like they're not going to have Thrywin back in for this round.
True shame.
That's going to change up your defense a little bit. You know, you go from 5 to 4, two bomb sites. That's 2 each. You don't have that floater, that flex player. It looks like they're going 5 strong. They know that they're down a player, so they're going to push one site really hard. We've got all 5 going.
The A site. They've got such presence. Viper trying to make something happen. Grenades all around him. He sees one player, sees 2 players. He's going to be calling it in. T getting Viper on Viper's transition.
Scan start.
Scan going in. They know they have the advantage. They are pressing it hard.
They've got 5 players alive, set up on a kill box. Scooby running in,
Scooby
trying to
with
find
a
a kill
pistol,
here.
fighting Atlas, losing his gun, picks it up. He's taking shots through the smoke. He's in the open though. Grenade on top of him. He's about to explode, and he's dead.
Round loss.
Grenade, perfect grenade from T then on Scooby's position. Scooby struggling with his weapon. Still have a 4 versus 5 situation at the moment.
Round starting.
Frywin back in, but he's going to miss this round. It's still a 4 versus 5. A boss fight on defense. Azrael. Oh no, Frywin made it in.
No,
Great
Frywin made it
early
in.
from
Yeah.
Grenade finding him from Scooby. Omi looking for the refrag, but they frag each other, leaving 3 versus 3 situation now. Viz and T pushing, finding Sayonara, leaving A site completely undefended now, I think. Viz, the puck carrier for Solaris, it seems. A site completely undefended. Only Viper and Thrywind's work cut out for them now as Viz is putting in the scan. Atlas destroying Viper as Viper fails to reach this area. All on Thrywind now. He's a long way to run, and 2 attackers come defenders now to overcome. He has to disable the scan. He hears him, takes him down. That audio is so important. You just saw T's like aim snap as he heard the audio.
Yep.
Round starting.
Oh wow, this angle is great. Well, like a diagonal angle. Let's see if I can do something about that. There we go.
You like the camera rotation?
Oh man, those nades are so close. Shots, Scooby. Oof. Scooby and Grey trading there. Scooby putting shots on Atlas and Grey.
Viper's falling to his... Oh, nope. Not Viper falling to his death.
Taken down by Atlas. But that fall damage would not have helped him, leaving a 4 versus 3 situation. Solaris keeping their options open right now, not committing to either side, just putting pressure across the board. You see T over here.
What's better damage to take?
Viz
Fall damage or shooting damage? What would you rather have?
Oh, the shot's ringing out. Missing T. T turns around and finds Archer. Archer's going to be kicking himself on missing that one.
He's going to run into Little Sayonara, though. He gets
hearing that audio. 2 versus 3. Rywin taken down by Viz. Where is Viz? Where's the uplink going to be? The scan. It's going to be B site.
Taking the zip line.
Yeah. Little Sayonara nowhere near this site. Now
He's got
cut out.
The cap out.
Wow, he finds Atlas. Comes around firing. He knows the scan is not where he was. He's halfway there already. He's got to overcome 2 defenders. Or just one and be very lucky with that. He's looking, he's trying to sniff out the defenders. Nade comes out, it's a great nade. Does damage to Omi. Bullets follow up, but Sayonara is almost out of time. It's a trade! But irrelevant, as the scan had already gone in, so even though there was no one left, regardless of whoever won that trade, the scan would still have to be disabled for it to matter to Rayab.
Round starting.
8 rounds in now, with Solaris leading 5-2. Really showing the strength on a long-range map, having just lost to BossFight on a much more CQB map. Early nade from Grey, finding Scooby, getting revenge for an early round. Aggressive push now on the A site from Solaris. Omi coming in high. High and hot. Getting in behind the defenders, taking down 1, taking down 2. 24 Grey taking down Viper. Taking a lot of fall damage up, possibly. Oh no, he took the Frywin now.
A lot of verticality on this map.
Fry wins. Sees Grey trading shots. He had no choice to keep his momentum up. The scan started, he had to push to the B side. Solaris now with a run on point, 6-2 to Solaris. Can BossFight answer this early dominance?
Round starting. Get ready.
And you really do. The high ground has the advantage on this map, right? Because it's easier to aim down and move around in VR than it is to aim up and move around.
Oh, it looks a little bit like Mustafar as well, so yeah, the high ground. Whoa, early nade from Scooby finds Atlas. Early grenade from Omi finds Scooby. 4 defenders, 4 attackers. Viper on a very open angle here. Could be lead to his
Omi and
death.
Thrywin right on top of each other. Oh, Omi sees the backside of him. They were both standing right outside of the smoke. Neither wanted to cough. They didn't want to go into it. So they're
defenders left on the B side. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a mad rush back towards B now.
Now, the BossFight team have a real disadvantage. They're going to have to push into these set defense positions.
And Solaris did a good job. They set up their defense before they started the cap, right? Like they were in position before that happened.
Yep. Sayonara found by 24 Greys. He drops out. 24 Grey finding Viper now. It's all in Archer's hands. He's got the Vector. Got the beam rifle. Zaps come out. He finds Omi. T on an angle for him.
Round loss.
Finds Archer. Solaris 4 points away from taking map 3.
Solaris down a man now. They lost Atlas.
Round starting.
And we're 1 point away from the round side swap as well.
Yep. Atlas rejoining. He'll be there for the next round. Belly nades coming out. Shots from Omi finding Viper. Ray and Scooby trading fires. I'm following Omi in. Omi now looking for Scooby. He's got height on him. Can he find the angle? Nade comes out. Not finding Scoob. 24 Grey scanning for him. Frywin finding T. Frywin finding Viz. Giving it 4 versus 2
Scooby
Citrine.
missed the zip line.
Sai
Came
finding
back
Grey.
right back down.
Scooby. Now they don't realize with this last attacker. Frywin finding Omi. Frywin on a tear there, finding 3 of them.
We're switching sides.
All right, now it's going to be a pistol round and side switch.
This is the opportunity BossFight need now as the
Round
attackers.
starting.
In my opinion, this map favors the attackers slightly over the defenders. Colonists have a slight
I was
advantage.
just about
because...
to ask, do you think it's a...
Oh yeah, because of the map size, if you put like pure aggression on one side, you can outnumber the defenders no matter where they are, and it takes a long time for the defenders to swap back in. Having said that, Omi finding little Sayonara, then finding Thrywinch. God, so good with the pistol compared to me. Finding Archer, Atlas finding Viper, Scooby finding Atlas. It's all down to Scooby-Doo, who does not have the puck. Lasers all over him. Viz finding Scooby. Solaris 3 points away from taking map 3.
It's 1-1 right now, right? 1 map each.
That's right.
Round starting. Get ready.
I apologize for my camera work, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still getting used to the feel of and the weight of the camera. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to navigate
weight
through
of the
things.
camera.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Acceleration.
I know what you mean. I know what you
Wow, Thrywin killing himself. Saya finding Viz. Scooby finding Atlas. They've cleared out the B site now. No defenders. Do they have the puck? Can they start the scan? Here it comes. Archer with the scan. The collapse from the defenders is coming. Will it be enough? As the attackers take up defensive position, Sai finding T. 24 Grey coming through the open door. Making himself known. Viper comes round into Grey's bullets. Archer finding Grey. Leaving only... Wow, okay. Omi dropping down behind Archer.
Round
Trade happens, but with the scan still ongoing. Someone, a boss fight in the background, just getting stuck on the ladder, it would seem.
Yeah.
Boss fight breaking that streak of pointlessness. We still have an opportunity to bring this back against what can only be called a very, very terrifying, dominant Solaris. B-site push once again. Atlas tucked in here, listening for the audio. Nades come out from both of them. Not finding either. Scooby finds T.
Scooby with a nice pick on T.
Omi final Sayonara. Archer and Atlas now. Danger close, but Archer's got to clear his corners. Comes out, doesn't clear, still manages to twist and get the trade, and that's where those first-person VR skills come into play. Looks like Scooby and Viper taking Site A, having put a semi-attack on Site B.
scan started.
Scooby with the scan. After to hold this now, 24 Grey punishing Scooby.
Is this the first attack we've seen on this objective?
From boss fight, yes, but not from not on this map. Viper now, the lone attacker against 3 defenders who are all crushing in now. Viper finds Omi. Comes out, though, in the open. Viz punishing that move. Viz with plenty of time to disable the scan. See the scan disable bar going across.
Scan interrupted.
Solaris now 2 points away from taking map 3. Great attack, great defense. Both teams.
Round starting.
This could be going either way. Much closer than the first map.
I wouldn't count BossFight out.
Nope. But Solaris only need 2 points, whereas BossFight 7. And it's coming out. Aggression on site A. Archer about to get punished from a player above, potentially. Saya finding Viz. Scooby finding Gray. Scooby, Viper finding T. Now, Omi potentially going to find Scooby from behind. Scooby punished by Omi. Audio not giving him away. Viper finding Omi. They're leaving only 1 defender. The scan is yet to begin, though. Atlas, the final Rhea player. Taken down by little Sayonara as he tries to figure out where the scan's going to come in from. 9 to 5
I have a
for
question
Solaris.
for you on that Scooby death there. Do you think that if the game had directional proximity voice, you would know that that's not a friendly running up on you?
Possibly, but only if they said something, right? Atlas dying immediately and leaving the game, leaving the defenders with only 4. This gives BossFight an opportunity to go heavy aggress. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's a friendly. Well, Thrywin was about to kill all of the BossFight players and realized he was a BossFight player. Flash comes out. Omi finding Thrywin. Scooby trying to figure out, where are these defenders? Where are these defenders? Smokes from Scooby. Where are the defenders on the B site? Nowhere to be located. There's one. Viz finding a little Sayonara. Scan still not going out yet. Very quick, you see Archer's hands flying around, picking up those orbs. Here comes the counterattack. Gray finding Viper. And it's all rushing in now as I'm struggling to lock onto any of them. Scooby finding Viz. Gray finding Scooby. Omi now disabling. Archer finding T. Archer finding Gray.
It's too
Omi finding Archer. And
distracted.
he's the final.
Omi.
But it's not enough. Omi's going to be able to disable this unless he fumbles. Such a close round. But Rhea holding even with only 4 versus 5. 1 point away from taking map 3. BossFight versus Solaris. The July Joust. Week 2. On the run-up. The friendly run-up to the Miami Majors. Obviously that's, you know, a long road ahead. With lots of rounds, lots of tears of joy and sadness to come. This is just a friendly. These are for no marbles,
Lots
ladies
of
and gentlemen.
tears.
BossFight.
Viper doing a solo run. Oh, he doesn't have the. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, he's going a wide angle. BossFight really pushing that B side with every last man they have. And the colonists, sorry, the ramp, just the defenders don't seem to have anyone on site. They can all flex here pretty quickly, but BossFight just walking in here. Again, the defender's only with 4 players, but Omi finds little Sayonara. Thrywin finds Omi. Scan comes in. Thrywin finding Gray. T finding Lily Viper. Downstairs, Thrywin punishing him. Now it's down to 1 defender with about 20 seconds left on the scan time. Viz has his work carried out? Cut out for him. Finds Scooby on the entrance, but he's given himself away. Again, it doesn't matter if Viz kills all of the attackers now. He still has to disable.
Done.
Yeah, Thrywin.
Or he's dead.
10-6. BossFight refusing to give in. Still match point, though, for Solaris.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, if Solaris had put just one person on that site, I feel like that would have been a very different.
Yeah, it was a very odd defense. And now BossFight choosing to go heavily into A site. Look at them in a row. 5 ducks in a row. I love it. Uniform. One. I mean, obviously, there's no way an enemy could be there to stop them. But man, it just makes me feel uncomfortable seeing 5 of them that close. 1 grenade. If it could warp there. It's taking them all out. Wow, here comes battle close range. T finding 2. T taken down by Viper, but Gray on the high side. 3 versus 3 right now. T finding Scoop. Frywin with a attempted refrag fails. Frywin finding Viz, leaving it a 2 versus 2 now. Grenade directly on top of Gray.
Round lost.
Oh wow, what happened? And that's it.
And that's it.
Solaris
That's
take
it.
map 3. BossFight losing to Solaris 11-6. Both teams putting up a great match for us there. Apologies for missing out map 2. Trip, apologies you didn't get to see map 1.
It's all good. I gotta listen to your lovely voice for a good long while. That's really what I'm here for.
Thanks, man. So, Solaris and BossFight. Very close matches. Both teams hopefully learning a lot from this friendly joust. I mean, it's a shame we didn't get to see map 2, but like great rounds on map 3. Definitely not one-sided. Sooner felt a lot more one-sided to Solaris. Whereas Ma definitely felt a lot more even. Very entertaining match to watch. It just builds up my excitement. I just can't wait for the actual tournament to begin proper. I know these jousts are just, testing the waters, letting the players develop the tactics, get a taste of fighting other good teams on their level. But I'm so excited. I can't wait to start seeing the tournament, the actual Vail Miami tournament begin in earnest, or the road to the Miami finals, should I say.
And there's still time to sign up for the Joust Week 3. If you are in the IVRL Vail Discord, head over to the announcements channel, I believe is where we put it. Yes, it's in the announcements channel, and you can there's a sign up for Week 3 Joust there. One message up, sign up. We'll get you guys matched up next week tomorrow, right? It's Sunday, right? The matches will come out in the morning Eastern time, and I will post those, and then we can get some more casts going. Now that we've got the casting assets a little bit more set up, we can hopefully see some more games.
I mean, the other great thing about Vail, like you said earlier, was they keep pushing out updates, and they've recently pushed out an update which allows you to find games as a team. So that should make it easier as the Vail community grows, as it is doing, week on week, growing massively. It'll make it much easier just to find pickup games without too much hassle, which is just fantastic if you ask me.
And don't forget, there is a $35,000 prize pool up for grabs.
Which is and a trip to Miami. I mean, come on, listen, the $35,000 prize pool is amazing. 4 teams.
Let's talk about the real prize. You get to see me in real life.
Wait, what? Dude, if I'd known.
That's the real prize.
If I'd known. If I'd known.
I might put up. Look, I'm just gonna throw this out here now. People that are watching get early access to this, but I might let the winner cut off my man button. It's an option.
Damn. Wow. If again, one of these things, if I'd known, I'd be taking part rather than casting. I'd be in it to win it, just to get a taste of that man bun. But listen, 4 teams are gonna get flown to Miami from around the world to compete for that $35,000 prize pool, which I think is just amazing, and I can't wait to see that when it's in live, when it's in person. A completely different feel, different vibe, different type of pressures. We haven't even started that road. The tournament hasn't even started yet, so you still have time to put teams together, to get that practice, to work cohesively, get the scrims going on, join the jousts. You've still got time, so sign up. You've got time. If you enjoyed any of that, if it excited you at all, if any of this excites you, you should be joining in, because this game is amazing, and it's going to be an amazing tournament. You know what else is amazing, Trip? You were. Thank you very much for co-casting that for me today.
Oh, my pleasure. And if you have any complaints about the casting deck, it's all Etch's fault.
Yeah, and if you have any complaints about the actual casting, that's my fault. What can I say? I'm as you can see from my picture, I'm a bald guy, but I haven't clean shaven my head. So whenever I have a little bit of stubble on my head, it always throws me off a little bit when I'm casting. I don't know why. It's like I'm, shining, like I'm not shining enough light.
The added weight, right?
Exactly, you get it. I'm not
a little tilt
streamlined.
to the head. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not streamlined enough. It just throws me off my game. Anyway, you have been a fantastic viewership, no doubt. Vailership, my little Vailians. I hope you've enjoyed the 2 games you got to see. There's going to be more games being casted as we progress throughout the July Joust. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and if it's already over, enjoy the next ones that comes. Thank you very much for watching. Out. Welcome to the IVRL Vail launch season. Prize pool of $35,000 and finals in Miami. The launch season will be split into 3 sections: qualifiers, playoffs, and finals. The season starts on August 6th with the first of 8 qualifiers. The qualifiers are single-day Super Swiss brackets with a predetermined number of rounds where you fight to stay alive and only 6 teams progress. All teams start with 0 wins, 0 losses, and random seeding. Teams will face off against other teams with an equal win count. After the first round, all the winning teams will play each other, and the losing teams will do the same. Each match consists of a single map, first to 9 points. Once a team accrues 2 match losses, they are eliminated. After the final round, the top 6 teams will be qualified and secure a spot in the playoffs. These 48 qualified teams will split into 4 groups, playing on the first 2 weekends of September. Each group will play its own single elimination bracket in a best-of-3 format. 1 finalist will emerge from each group, and at the end of the playoffs, 4 teams will have secured their spots to play on a stage in the Miami Vail Major. Finals start with an online single-map round-robin bracket to determine seeding. Then, the 4 teams are flown to the Miami Vail Major. A single elimination 3-map bracket with 3rd-place matches will decide the final winners. Teams will compete for $35,000 in cash prizes and the glory in being crowned the champion of the IVRL Vail launch season.